This is the Conservative Czar, December 7th, 2016. We're all, and rightfully so, in a state of euphoria. We have a cabinet with Jeff Sessions and Ben Carson and Steve Bannon and Kellyanne Conway and has the president's ear. This is euphoric. It can go south on us. Trump can still go south on us. I don't think so, though. I think his selection so far, the path he's taken, he's obsessed, rightfully so, with fulfilling his campaign promises. It looks good. But remember this. In the midst of this euphoria, I want to throw some cold water on it. Barack Obama was elected with the same enthusiasm. He had both the House of Representatives and the Senate. He had carte blanche to do almost anything he wanted to do for 2 years. And 2 years later, he effectively, in the election of 2010, was thrown out of office. He was effectively stopped. And for 6 years, he couldn't get what he wanted to get done through Congress. He got a lot more than I thought he would do, but he was effectively blocked. Donald Trump is coming in with the same euphoria. He has control of the House and the Senate. There's a lot of things he can get done. He is committed to his campaign promises. I really believe that. That's what he is about, is to fulfill those campaign promises. But there are things that can go wrong. And the country is, remember this, in this election, 100,000 votes in 3 states, and Hillary Clinton is president of the United States. She wins the popular vote. And by the way, I'm going to buy the asterisk. Okay, I'm going to buy the popular vote asterisk of voter fraud. Yes, totally. But this is a 50-50 country, closely divided. This is going to be 50-50 in 2018 and 2020. Now, we were hoping that it'll be 54-46 because Donald Trump's going to do good things and is going to gain more popularity as we go forward. But remember, during this time, he's going to have the entire mainstream media devoted to taking him down. And they are right now in their back rooms thinking, well, it's up to the country is at stake. We must bring Donald Trump down. And they're all thinking that. They're going to do it. They're going to attack. So this is not a cakewalk at all between here and 2020. Things can go awry. And I can point to 3 things that could go awry here. And I would like to, that would create problems for Donald Trump where the American people will say, geez, this isn't working. Let's stop and let's take back the Senate or the House or elect a new president in 2020, and the Democrats will take power that quickly. Let me list 3. And I want to give the most important one last. First, Obamacare. Under no stretch of the imagination, the path of getting rid of Obamacare and finding a replacement that works with all the commitments that have been made by Ryan and Trump, it's impossible. There might be a path. I will be shocked, and I'll admit that I was wrong if they come up with a plan that works. I've said this over again, what we're really getting is replacing Obamacare with Obama-Trump-Ryan care. And it's going to look a lot alike. And so that's a problem. Second problem is trade. I'm all for Donald Trump's position on trade. But this is a complicated issue that can go awry at any time. The permutations of what can happen in a trade negotiations, especially with China, and we're talking about lumping, I said this before, lumping North Korea and Taiwan and other issues in this grand negotiations with China. Remember, the decision of China is based on 1 to 5 people. That's it. Out of the entire country of China, it's ruled by 1 to 5 people. So the idea that we know what they're going to do, we hope they would be reasonable and go forward with negotiations, that they give up some, we give up some, and it's a fair negotiation. But it could just as easily be that they take up these 5 guys or 1 guy. I mean, it's between 1 and 5. We really don't know who runs China, to tell you the truth. But so it's between 1 and 5 guys, if they could easily take personal affront at the attack and go hard line. And if they go hard line, real hard line, all sorts of bad things can happen. So that's a point of unraveling that can occur. The third thing, though, is I think the one that's most important. If there is a scandal affecting the President of the United States, a major scandal, and not a fake one either, but it could be a real, blown up by the press 1,000 times, that can change 2018 and 2020. That's the most dangerous thing we're facing us. It wouldn't take much. And another thing that could happen is if there was a series of scandals throughout the cabinet, or even in the House and the Senate. That's what was a major factor in what brought up Barack Obama in 2008. Republican scandals just were on and on and on. If that kind of scandal spreads throughout the Republicans, that can also have seriously affect it. But the biggest one is if Donald Trump himself is entwined in a serious scandal, that can bring down the house of cards that we have right now, and effectively do the same thing to Obama effectively do the same thing to Obama that happened to Obama, and he's thrown out after 2 years. Now, Obama won re-election, which is a big deal. But that's close. That's close. I'm telling you, the Democrats are going to nominate somebody. They're going to nominate somebody new. It's not going to be the old guard that's going to get nominated. They're going to nominate somebody new. So that's where this thing all can unravel here. The euphoria that we're in now, just keep an eye on the fact that, the boogeyman can come back. The boogeyman being the Democratic Party. The probability is that the Democrats will take charge again. And with this fight between these two sides, this 50-50 fight will broil up again, and we'll be on the other side, and bad things are going to happen again. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.